Aries. The song that came up for y'all was Killing Me Softly, right? Not Roberta Flack, not the original, but it's the remake. So this was like a remix love, right? It's like maybe you were dating somebody or with somebody and tried to give them a second chance, or you try to renew something that was already active, and it's like you keep falling for the sweet nothings, and something about it is just like it's something. It's a way that they speak to the parts of you that have been wounded. That's unmatched by others. Like when it comes down to it, it's like nothing else makes sense about the connection, right? But maybe this one part where they can serenade you, and really speak to a certain part of you that other people can't see or other people don't know how to touch. And so there's this connection that you have to this person. And it's almost, and two, for the feminine Aries, you could be caught between an old and a new. Like, that's what when I mean like remix. It's like these two loves have the same type of effect. And it's weird because they're different people, but they hit a certain spot within you. So to know that Killing Me Softly is a remake. It is a reinvigoration. It's just like, oh my God, another song that I'm not going to link in the description, but I fucking fell in love with, and it just resounded and resounded. And then I started hearing it in public. Aretha Franklin, Say a Little Prayer, right? And the shit was just bopping. Now, mind you, when I first heard it, I was waking up one morning and it was playing in my head. And I was like, I don't know this song. I really don't know it verbatim. I can't say that anybody that I grew up with listened to Aretha like that. I can't say that it's a song that I know or have an affinity towards. But I went and looked up the lyrics, and it just became my favorite song for like a couple months. I would put it on repeat, and it would just be something that would make me feel good every time I heard it. And then I realized it was a remake. And I would listen to the original, and I did not like it. And it was like, damn, they're the same song, but they're sung in different ways. And that rendition of it, that remake of it, was just so much more satisfying. And so I feel like the double or the remake, the remix is better than the original or something like that. So the new love, in comparison to the old love, they have something very similar to them, a very foundational thing. And this was gearing you towards this type of love. It was really getting you prepared for it. So you had to deal with the one that wasn't as flavorful, because it was it was something that had never been done before. And so it was something you tried, but it's like trying a food for the first time, and it's not the best. It could be seasoned better, it could be cooked differently, or something like that. And then you redo it and it's better. And you're like, oh, I've never had it like that. Same thing, same ingredients, same, dish, but just the way it's presented and the way the things just mix. It's like, oh, this is the right stuff. But you had already experienced it before, so you have a familiarity with it. Well, this card is appropriate. I consider this to be a card that is associated with Aries. Okay. Yeah. And so we have surrender, leadership, and we have synchronicity. That's cool. Surrender, the idea that what the original, like, because some people have that thing. Okay. The one time I'll make an exception to what I'm saying in regards to you is that before I let go, I do not like the remake better. I'm going to say that very clearly. And I give no fucks. I am a Virgo. But if I hear it and I notice that it's not the original, I have an attitude. I have to turn it off because it's not good to me. So yeah. But in this instance, you do have something where you're having to surrender. You have to surrender that first experience in order to align with the second one. You have synchronicity and you have leadership here. And this is crown chakra and this is your root chakra. From the bottom to the top, it has been an allowing this to come on up out of you, out of your, how it affected you spiritually, but also how you feel about it in your heart space. This is pink, by the way. This is relating to the heart chakra for me. And it's the more evolved, more potent aspect of the heart chakra because it typically comes up as green. But when you get into the higher octave of the heart, there's 4 chambers to the heart: masculine, feminine, lower, and higher. So in the lower heart chakra, you're going to have that green energy that does a lot of healing work. And then you have the pink chakra, the pink higher heart chakra that may resound with the healing frequency in its environment, not the healing that's internal in the lower heart chakra, but the one that's external. So this is what's being brought out of you. But you really had to, from the bottom to the top, surrender it and let it go. Why though? Because you have these 8s resounding here, but this 7 and this 1 are coming up. You're going to put those together. And now you have an 88. You have this abundance that comes in. It just aligns so fucking great. It may even take you to a spiritual career. It may have you in some regard using your spirituality towards career or some type of purpose. But yeah, no Roberta. It's not Roberta. We're talking about the Fugees. You have this 9 of Pentacles that came out. There is a little bit of obsession that was here. And this is what had to be done away with. Knave of Swords. Like watching. Voyeurism. Always feeling, excuse me, like you're being watched. Having to watch your back. Being careful how you speak, who you talk to. It's weird. Knave of Pentacles. Not Knave. Knight of Pentacles. You met this person before it was time to... Ooh, yeah, you did meet this person before it was time to surrender the other connection. And energetically, though, there's this tower. But it always feels like, even though I know it's a tower, it feels like the death card to me. It made a drastic change. And I feel like there's something that happened, Empress. There's something that happened here that forced this change. I feel like with the obsessiveness and the looking and the questioning and watching behind your back and shit like this, the thing that had not come to fruition yet, it was in a state of bitterness, right? It had to ripen. But what helped it ripen was that overwhelming jealousy coming in from a partner or feeling slighted. They felt slighted, or this could have been you in the tower, seeing someone else, being a little too, you know what I'm saying? Oh. What the fuck? Is that a tattoo on the chest? There's a heart-shaped something there. It looks like a tattoo, but it almost looks like a scar where the heart has been ripped out. Say that the original wasn't widely accepted and then it was redone. Now I'm telling you that say a little prayer When I found out that Dionne Warwick did it, and I went back and listened to it, oh my God, Aretha is a motherfucking Aries, bitch. When I tell you, listen. When I tell you, Aretha, it wasn't like it was decades later, okay? It wasn't decades later, and them pulling something and trying to make it sound brand new and sampling. It was Aretha hearing Dionne's rendition, and she was like, I want that song. I can sing that song better. And taking that song and thumping on it, right? She thumped on it. And it becoming much more popular. Dionne did it, and a lot of people did appreciate the song that she did, but that songwriter gave that song, because they owned the rights, not Dionne. They gave that song to Aretha and allowed her to do it better. I don't know why I'm pulling all these damn cards for y'all, because oh, I sense that death energy. The fuck? I don't know if I said that when this tower came up, but I felt death when I see this tower. Because that's what's about to happen. But it's overwhelming. It's like two people don't know that their time had run out. And so the tower had to be coming in. But the new person had to be there first. It's like, even if they came and things were not ripe yet, it would come a time when this would happen. The original was getting nixed out of the situation. And it has nothing to do with you. Nothing to do with you. We have this Five of Pentacles here. And that's that sweet memory of the original, which is being surrendered to the point where the Aries energy is not. Mind you, the tower is Mars. Okay. That's why. I got it. I had to get back to it. Like, why did I sense death when I saw tower? And I get it now, because Scorpio and Aries both are Martian. They're both Mars ruled. But you have the Empress here, which is Venus ruled. So it's like, men are from Mars, women are from Venus, blah, 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 blah. So when it was done in okay, Venus and Mars, they done fucking clashed. This is where that differentiation comes from. And it's like, okay, well, this is not the right combination of Venus and Mars. It's like Taurus and it's like Taurus and Aries trying to get together, and there's a clash. Or a Libra and Scorpio energy trying to get together. It's like it was not the right combination. Whereas the Libra Aries would be a certain combination, and even the Taurus Scorpio would be a certain combination. Even though they're opposing, they're complementary at the same time. It's kind of weird. Not weird, but kind of. So whatever the situation was, it wasn't well. It's like this person is an emperor or has this Martian trait to them, and this person has this Empress energy and this Venus trait to them, but they're not each other's emperor or empress. So there had to be a surrender. So you will come across another empress or emperor who does match, and that rhythm is just going to be done in a different way and presented in a different way. But like, God, like you already have a familiarity with it, but the bop going to hit different. It's just going to vibe very much more your style. And you're going to be like, okay. So Killing Me Softly goes from being oh my God, it's killing me softly. A kind of not drenched in sadness, but that's what I heard. And giving you that longing and reminiscing about it's killing me softly. Just it's weird. The more upbeat version is something that you feel on a whole different level. Even though it's the same song, it's just done in a different way. And that's exactly what I feel was necessary and needed to happen here. Y'all shit ain't gonna be no 51 minutes now. We're not doing that today, Aries. It's not necessary because it's here and it's coming out the way it needs to come out. It's telling me what it is. Oh my God, I just saw Justice and then I saw the Emperor. So you're dealing with somebody who has Libra energy. Where when I move, you move just like that. That's what I'm like. It's something about the rhythm with your rhythm, and I mean, yeah, this is R&B romance, but it's what is this? 10 of Cups. I started shuffling this shit. Just it was like, no, I see me. So you could be reproducing a family. Not just regular reproduction, which reproduction would be you producing again what has already been produced. You have already been produced and your reproductive organs are just giving a piece of you to another person to mix with a piece of them, and it creates something new. So it's a reproduction. But it's done again. This is like the remix. This is that longing and that, oh, that Five of Pentacles that I see here. And I usually don't see this as a sad type of card or Five of Pentacles talking about loss or anything like that. But I felt it here as like kind of thinking about how it was done then and thinking about how it's being done now. There is a difference, but this is being surrendered. It has to go. This could be the person that you're no longer with, feeling this type of energy. We have Two of Wands, looking at that Five of Cups. Of course, there is a sadness about it, but then we have the Queen of Pentacles. Underneath is the King of Wands. So you have your wits about you. Even if this is like, say, it's time for you to rebuild again, right? So you're heading in that direction from the Death card, Tower card, that Scorpio, Aries, that Martian energy. You're using it in a grounded way. You're able to rebuild. Once the tower comes down, it is a physical dwelling, though. It can represent figurative things, but typically it is a physical dwelling, and or a foundation of something, and it does come down. It was an end to it. But the thing is, you still have a pentacle. You have been able to salvage something. And I know people are like, you can't build a new house with the bricks from the last house. I get that. But if you have any belongings that are inside that home, that which made it a home, something that is yours that is still intact, in this case, it would be everything that you're capable of and everything that you had to offer. You can take that into the new foundation. It's not something that was destroyable. It was indestructible. And so this is why you're able to move with the Two of Wands. Yes, you will come up on a bout of sadness or even encounter the next person who is the remake or the remix of what you've already experienced. They may be in a mood like that, but not for long, because it's you coming into this energy. You're coming across it. Because what about that song that most people don't understand, the reason why he was able to sing that good song and really speak the language of her heart is because the same hurt she experienced, so did he. He's been in the same position she's been in. So it felt like everything he was speaking, everything he was singing about, everything about his song resonated with her rhythm, her song, her internal, heart song. You know what I'm saying? So it's like they're both fives. They're both Five of Cups. They both have that shared emotionality, that both have been in that type of situation, Tower and Death, where things abruptly had to change and something had to be surrendered. So when they encountered each other, it's like, I almost want to, but I don't. because it's so reminiscent. And this is that reminiscent type of energy. It's not the Six of Cups, but it's the Five of Pentacles. Like, oh, what I had. Damn, this feels so similar. But not in a way that does the damage. Without the damage part, you're getting the same vibe off of each other. They're singing the song. You think it's personalized and it's made just for you. Like, he read your fucking diary. True. Because these same exact words are described in his own or her own, you know, however it go. But Ten of Cups is what y'all are headed towards. So this could be a blended family here. This could, like I said, a reproduction of something that was already done. So if you already have a family established, this could be a newness, a new blended family here. Because let me fucking show you. When I say this is remix, she is on this blue dress and this dude has on this red cloak, right? And that's the past. That's the thing that was being reminisced about on both people's ends. But guess what? The fucking Ten of Cups has the same dude in the orange cloak, red cloak or whatever, and the lady is still in the blue. The kid in the blue belongs to the woman, and the kid in the orange belongs to the dude. So there is similarities across both relationships that you can see, but you get the new relationship without what caused the song to be sung in that way. If you hadn't gone through those types of trials and tribulations, I don't know where this country shit come from. I know where the country shit coming from. Oh, big crit. Okay. So if you can understand that these trials and these tribulations were necessary for the both of you, in order to have a story that's similar, even to just have a song that resonates for the both of you in this particular manner, then you would be like, oh, well, it ain't so bad then. I can let that shit go. I can surrender that shit. Why? Because it's synchronicity. Somebody had to take the lead. So synchronicity is here. You've heard this before. You've already dealt with this before. You've already experienced this before in a certain aspect. And like the plot is similar, but it's like a movie that was remade and was better the second time, The Longest Yard. And then you have the leadership here. And it's like, because you know the heirs of the past, you can take the motherfucking lead here. And you can do it in a different way. Not different where you're trying to do it in not in a different way where you're trying to compete with or compare with the last one, but you know that it can vibe and hit different. Oh my god, Aries. Ace of Cups, Ace of Swords, Nine of Swords, King of Swords. Who's this? King of Swords. King of Swords don't want this lady. He want this lady. That lady Empress. Okay? In this instance, if Aries is the feminine, she's showing up as the Empress. And this would be your masculine coming up with this Libra energy. In the event that this is you, Aries, in the King of Swords energy, this Empress here for you. She's full of passion, full of fire, though. She's a redhead. She could be hot-headed. But she's the one who had to bring down the fucking tower. It's like in his situation, he had to bring down the tower. In her situation, she had to bring down the tower. It's like they had to be the one to put another person in there. Like, look at this. Look at this. These two redheaded people. Hot-headed people. So you both have a sense of anger about you. Even this King of Swords has red hair. Even this King of Swords has a red thing around his face. Like, and reminiscent of hair itself. The fears are here. Not fears, but I think the shit is just replaying and it's over and over and over and over. These two types of energies, they're inverted. The clothing is inverted and the background is inverted. They're two different energies, but they have very similar effects. And why? Because you have you have the Ace of Cups and you have the Nine of Swords. Ace of Cups and Ace of Swords. The fuck? I'm trying to talk. but now they're looking at each other. And this is why him singing that song, him reciting those lyrics resonated in her heart space so fucking much. Because it's what he was feeling, she was able to hear. And it was kindred. It was one and the same. Aries, I'm going to leave it there because I could go all day. I could pull more fucking cards. It's just going to keep telling me the same thing. It's going to tell me the same thing. There's scissors there, and there's a coin, and there's a magnet. These occurrences are the very reason why you attracted each other to begin with. These very same types of things are the very reason why you're in each other's vicinity like that. I mean, this is a cups card, so the cup is there, and it's something that is a constant. The love is real that you have. Even if the person's no longer there, the love that you have, the love that you created, it is still there. Knowing that your intention and knowing that you went through a certain experience, you both had to go through the certain experience because now you know what you won't tolerate, what's not, you know what not to tolerate, you know what not to put anybody else through, just out of consideration and care and concern. You have a different way of loving now. You have a more focused way of loving, paying attention, being appreciative, and stuff like this. You learn this from the past experience, and this is why the leadership card is so significant here, as well as the synchronicity card, because it's the morality and the values that you stand on are what align you with the synchronicity, because it's all heart-based. It's for your heart's greater good, but also you're doing things with that intent. So your higher heart chakra is resonating for the love of your stability, yourself, who you are, what you stand for, what you value. You have a very strong belief system in that. And then when the synchronicities come in through universal input, it can show up in your environment in lyrical form, in melody form, in the form of a person. And you was like, damn. And the song that's playing now is like, it's just the same old song. Like, and it's like, no. But it's not the same old song. That shit been chopped and screwed. That shit been remixed. That shit been, it's got some kind of hit maker attached to it that has done it above and beyond and better than it was done before. The court cards that are here are representing air and earth. So you have the stability here, but you also have this communication, this clear thinking, a person who is level-headed. Again, the clothing is a little inverted too. Or like here, this orange is similar to this red color, and that blue is similar to this color. So it's like, if this was the feminine and masculine of you, then this would be the inversion of it, where this feminine, this would be her masculine aspect, where this could be a moon sign. Give me a sec. This person has an earth moon, and you have an air. If you're a female, you have an air moon. Air or Capricorn, I'll say. And if you're a masculine, you have an earth moon. That's specific. But you could be combined with water. You both have Aries. You both have water. You both have, I don't know. Like, their Mercury or their Venus could be air also. Their Mercury or Venus could be water. Their Mercury or Venus could be water. Their Mercury or Venus could be Earth. There's something about this. If Aries is not your predominant sign, if it's not your sun, it's in your Venus or your Mars. Because Venus and Mars are here. Venus or Mars? Okay. Venus or Mars. And they have Libra in either of those placements. But you both combine with Earth. You both have a sense of Earth. I have a lot of elements here. Air and you, Aries, would be fire. But there's a sense of, like, this crown chakra, not crown, this root chakra is resounding. It's more alignment with this Queen of Pentacles. So there's something solid about the foundation, where the tower itself was not so solid. The foundation was not solid before. It's like now you're able to practically put it into something and make it real. Make this actually a real thing. He does have the world in his hands. It is Earth. So you have more of an association to Earth than they do, I think. If it comes to charting, you may have the Earth placement and they have the air placement. Okay, I'm not gonna confuse y'all anymore. I'm playing with the signs a little bit. So I see what I see, but I see water and air here with the aces. They're giving me water, air, and they're giving me this mirror type of energy. Moon. That's what it is. One person's moon is water. One person's moon is air. Okay. Man, that could have been the headache. That could have been the reason why the shit didn't work. Didn't pan out. So that could be the thing too. Like maybe they have an air moon or you have an air moon and you dealt with someone with a water moon. And it's like the moon language never could get it. It wasn't the right rhythm. So you need something more your speed, or you need something more more passionate with you, who can speak that heart language in a way that you can understand it, that moon language, that subconsciousness. Or if you have that water moon, or they have that water moon, like you dealt with somebody who has an air, so it's like a detachment or feeling is lackluster, or like it's kind of flat. You know what I'm saying? There was no fire about the song itself, which you really fucking need, though. You need something to light and ignite that passion. So, okay, I mean it this time. I'm done with the video. We're not going to go more in depth with it, because I'm just going to say more shit and confuse some people. And probably confuse myself halfway along the way. And so, I will talk to y'all next time. Oh my God, there's a page of Swords and a King of Swords. No wonder. I got it. The communication ain't the same. It's not on your level though. And then you feel like this person is more intellectual. I'm gonna just show you and I'm gonna get off. I'm gonna stop talking. Okay, I promise. The Knight of Swords, the Page of Swords is behind her ass and would say things even behind her back, or felt like he had to kiss her ass, or, play small. Like his communication wasn't all the way together. And this person has a whole lot to say, and she just will listen all day fucking long. She will listen. If he gonna say it, she gonna listen. And not like she's following blindly or anything like that, but it's like his communication is so advanced and so evolved. What she's used to, the new sound of it, the way it feels when she hears it, it's unmatched. It's just taken to another level. And I think that that's what you can really respect here. And that's what makes it easy to do the love part, because the communication part is there. And even though Aries is not fully, communicative or known as a communicative sign, you have to. It's necessity. It's really there has been a breakdown in communication. There has been breakdown in a whole hell of a lot of things. So there has to be a sense of having that balance. Having that balance with, Pentacle, scissors. Pentacle, scissors. It's a magnetism. What you see and what you hear are matching, though. Like it draws each other in. A person can be like fully satisfied by what they're seeing of you, and another person can be really satiated by what they're hearing from you, because what they know, they're to a place where they know what they're looking at, or they know what they're listening for. And so that's where love can begin. It can really pick up, and you can discover a newfound sense of knowing with this song that has already been sung, but it's being sung in such a beautiful ass way, and a new rendition. You feel it now more than you've ever felt it before. That is the end of the reading. I'm serious this time. All right, I will talk to y'all later.